Let's rename and another rename. The timer for the test, why not? That looks absolutely horrible, but let's keep it together. What is that? Timer, delete stuff, indentation. Rename, rename. Yep. Combined image symbol, find descriptors. That must be good, and this must be good. And this is stuff, which I didn't, that looks all good. Looks green. Green is good. New code-ish. Yeah, it's new code. Definitely new code. At most, this is a bit big. I mean, come on. What is it doing? Series have an iter 2 here. Could not come up with another name, I guess. Now we have there, what is this? It's my two vectors and two private functions and more renaming. There's an array size here, which I'm not using. Yeah, I still have to add support for array. Didn't know I had an array size. Array size is passed to factory characteristic ID. I'm just gonna commit this and then go back to my to-do list, I suppose. Also used by command image and should execute manipulation. Yeah. A bit weird comment. It really meant since it is also used, we need an operator equals. Printing stuff, renaming, mostly renaming, but it's also the whole subrange was added here. Loads of accessors. What can go wrong? Still not at the end. Still not at the end. Execute the full range. Okay, why is this commented out? What the hell is this? That's not working. CD project. Maybe I should make an alias for this so I can go straight to the right directory. It looks like you cannot find a word for it. But the image in my head of a piece of a body, a limb or something like that. Still body on one end. What? How would you call that? Kerkzaruber. I'm from the Netherlands, so it's just past midnight here. I have to go in an hour. I really should go in an hour. So I just delete this. It's in the middle of the function, it works. It does use my array size though. How did it get lost here? It looks like a piece of a function declaration. Cut off on both sides and then commented out. Also already seeing that array size, like, oh, but it is used here. Oh, but it is used here. Absolutely nobody knows. Oh, this is in shader input data. Oh, yeah, let's delete this and not look at it again. Really? Which function is this in? Allocate out again. Oh, that's okay. Undo, that's it. We do. Let me concentrate here. This is the, oh, that is difficult, yeah. The const cast, which is super dirty. And now we call update descriptor set. It really takes descriptor update info. Okay. I don't think I can break up this long line anymore randomly. At the very least, then this should go on a new line with indentation. Could put every argument on its own line, something like this maybe. Except that, well, it's just, this is indented too. Let me use a space here, or is that nonsensical? Oh, it makes actual sense. And then this also has to be indented like that, and this belongs now to there, so also a space, and then maybe even like that, and then everyone sees what belongs to what. Something like this. did get any more readable, but hey, I deleted the comments. That's what it was about. Let's go to the top. I see an equal amount of red and green, and I'm like, yeah, okay. It either doesn't compile or the change was correct. So I can commit this if it still compiles, because I changed the comment, you know. One core, yeah, that's linking. Linking is slow. Yeah, whatever. Git status. Probably also have new files. Loads of new files. Now we need this one. And I cannot commit anything that new files without looking at it. It must look a little bit like it makes sense. Now you have 4 more files. These are just printing stuff. I guess this one too. And finally we have a schema and no more. .h. Now this is, I must say, also highly dubious. Do I really need this? Now, what happens if I comment it out? I think theoretically I need it, but yeah, and then every header file would be filled with. Okay, I needed it. Oh, I'll just leave it in then. So git status. Let's git add those things. Let me clean up the stuff, and then git commit everything. Whippy. And then we are all clean. Yay. 12 commits to push. Let's do some playing with my timer here. Currently I'm waiting 2 seconds and then I fill in all the textures. What about do the textures one at a time? That's a whole new challenge, isn't it? I want to run multiple times. I can restart this time, but then every time the lambda is being called, I have to do the next thing. Which is probably not possible unless I'm adding a new variable. Yeah, you get these state variables here. Already have my timer already must be a class member. Might as well add the loop variables that we have here. Currently I'm calling it in some order. This T is very unclear. The T stands for texture, but why would I use a T for a combined image sampler? T runs all that, and then it's so confusing. What if I have 3 combined image samplers, but I have 4 textures? Let me think. I think what makes most sense is to call this the combined image sampler, sys, as it were. It's called the TI of texture index, and currently super coincidental. TI equals sys. But what if it doesn't? What if I just add one to it, for example, and then do a modulo number of samples, obviously? How would that look like? Guess we just get a rotation of my textures. Nothing special. Yeah, it did not work. Hey, that's interesting. This one was here before. This one was here before. But the texture that was at the top with 2 cats did not arrive here. And I have a validation error. Is that a bug? Did we just discover a bug? How many validation errors do I have? When do I get those validation errors? Hi. Failed write update. Ah, something seriously went wrong. Yeah, this is a real bug, this. It seems. Or I'm doing something stupid. That is very well possible. Descriptor bindings updated by this command, which were created without vk descriptor binding update after bind bit, and also not vk descriptor binding update unused while pending bits set must not be used by any command that was recorded to a command buffer, which is in the pending state. I think that translates to that I'm not doing synchronization correctly. Let me read this. I avoided it because it's so long. Okay, update descriptor sets. That's probably the function of the descriptor set. Okay. Pointed to descriptor writes and well index 0 failed write update validation. 4 and then we get a name the name that I gave it, and I gave it the name pipeline m descriptor set per set index per frame resource 0 index 0 with error cannot call perform write update on pipeline pipeline is what allocated that was also a debug name. Well, I can never get enough information. That is in use by a command bar. Okay, so that went wrong. In other words, if I run it again, it will work. It was just a race condition. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's try that again. How long are you going to do this? Why would it work when I switch those things around? This is crazy. Yep. Again, it doesn't like to update this one apparently. It did rotate further now. So now the wall went from here to there and then to there, which are two of them. And the cats went from here to there and now to there, and then the bugs went from here to there and then to there. So it rotates nicely around. Hi Bear, well I had better. I bought a cheap microwave dish which didn't have the taste, but it had the usual taste of microwave dishes. But I did manage not to buy anything else. No ice creams. Same error, right? Yeah. Well, in my to-do list, which is written under this stream, under the video, or how do you say that? It says to do 5. Make updating of the correct descriptor working. Does this have to happen synchronously? Well, apparently the answer to that is yes, or something has to be synchronized. Because it says that I am trying to update something that is in use. Right. What do you guys think? Going to change it back for the moment to 0 and see if that works. And that's the weirdest thing of all, I think. But it does work. If I don't rotate it. coincidence, I guess, but oh, it doesn't. Well, it did before. It did before. What changed? That's really weird. That is weird. But consistent. I don't know what changed. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as 1, just like that. And now then I cannot see my cats. But then we are more motivated to work hard on it. I want to see my cats again. Right. Let's catch it in the debugger. The validation error, and then see exactly where the timer went off. Because the timer is yeah, I would say pretty random. I don't understand why it's so reproducing itself. So we have a trap point while I'm running it in the debugger, and there is a validation error. So then it stops at the first error. And it's still talking about in use by command bar. Same error, right? Up, 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 up. Core dump from TDB. Validation error. Caught while calling. Update descriptor sets. Which is being called from, well, wherever we are here. Logical device. Which is being called from here. Update descriptor set single. Which is being called from some operator. What is this? Yeah, that is my lambda callback. It's called from invoke, handler, standard function, task to task DQ. This calls the lambda here. Which is called from flush new data. Oh, mom, yeah. Is it the weekend? Would have done it in the middle of the weekend as well, huh? But I'll go to bed in half an hour, because I really should, yes. The real question was, why is this running now? This is a task. And it is being run because it's being run. Insert multiplex signal, because signal is being called. Huh? Oh, right, yeah. To have new datum is called because the lambda is called from the timer, which is called because the timer expired, which happens because multiplex is inserted because we have a signal because AI timer expired. Which is called from this lambda, which is again a forward call from m callback from thread will timer expire, which is an expiration simply from a thread pool. Looks so unsynchronized as it can be. I accept that it's very accurate. So the only thing I can think of is by changing a little bit the time, timer time. No, not this one. Let's sleep something else like 3 milliseconds. Still the same texture. Why? Why is it always the bottom right? Yeah. Even if I change the timer. Doesn't make sense. I cannot make sense of it. Now, this used to work, right? It just worked. It worked. Then I added the delay of 2 seconds and it still worked. And then I went to go eat dinner and I come back and now I cannot get it to work anymore. No more timer. I'm just gonna do it here. The simplest version. That must work. It stopped working when Post Bunny joined. Is there a relationship? Yeah. Okay, what the hell did get fucked up here? Where's my validation error? Oh, no. Don't tell me now we do not have validation errors. It was red, but that was it. I guess I'll have to use my log file. No validation. You get no validation error. Okay. No validation error. It just stays gray. Yeah, Post Bunny. If you do that, tell me if you can you see that it works? Like we have 3 textures and they just work every time I run. I did not make changes off stream this time, so what the hell? I don't understand. Can still remove the sys +1. Oh, I can do damn it. What the hell, man? What is going on here? Oh yeah, the previous one is when I went offline to buy dinner. And that's at that moment it worked, right? And now it doesn't. But no, Post Bunny, seriously, you looked at it? I mean, I can't remember that. I mean, my memory's bad, but it just worked. The big question is, did I make changes after the last time I ran it? I can look at it myself, I guess. We can just do that on stream here. Cute cat. I don't want to look at myself. I want to videos live. And this is live, so this is the one of 1 day ago. Is that this one? I guess. So that worked. Yeah. Yeah, it's self-contained. I don't think I did anything anymore, right? Just talk about stocks. Well, that's it. Right, pretty sure it did run. It did run, then I did not make any changes. And afterwards I did not edit anything. I came back to the stream and the only thing I did in the beginning was going over the git diff and then commit. It's so completely I cannot think of any reason why whatsoever why it would stop working. So weird. I cannot follow that bear. Well, I made something public, but was that the last change before I ran it? I made this public. But then after that I compiled it and I ran it, and then, well, before it didn't even compile, so then that was the last change, and then I compiled it and it worked. And now it doesn't work anymore. You'd think I would make... No, yeah, you're right, yeah. That is draw frame. The commenting out makes me skip a brace if I jump using the timer. So using the editor. There it is. It works. I must have changed something since this stream. Is that reproducible? Yep. Well, at least I could reproduce that then. I'll get stash pop. The changes in here is what breaks it. Okay, I'm completely commenting out my timer now. Okay, and we see it. There it is. I changed the +1 into a +sys. I must have thought that this was a T. That's the problem. Okay, well, I guess now we can go back at this video and look back, and I bet that the moment that I type this sys is exactly the moment that Post Bunny joined. Yes, you are bad luck. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go back to the code that I changed, except this stupid +sys here. Oh, yeah. Well, like that, +1. And then 1 microsecond, just change that again to, let's say, 1 second. So don't have to wait 2 seconds. It even looks, it reads completely, yeah, no words for it. Okay, so that worked. Yep, and what I wanted to do now was do them one by one. And that means that we have to use, I only get here once, and we can do it dirty with using statics. Oh, how dirty. Dirty. And now I'm gonna get a static int pipeline. Do we only get here once? Yeah, we only get here once. Unbelievable. Well, let's not even set it to 0. Just have these two. And then I'm going to capture by reference. Please look the other way. I like to keep my code together. You know. Diddly. Actually, it must be set to 0. And then the first time pipeline is already 0. Now I want to enter this as well. I should probably just use a single thing. Let's say we have dirty, which is set to 0. I'm going to decode my pipeline format. Does that make any sense? And then sys equals yeah, and then we do the body. And then after the body, I think I can just call run again, and then it will re-enter. But of course you have to do ++ sys. If plus sys is equals the number of the number of this thing, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Then we do we set sys back to 0, and I do plus. Oh wait, this is nonsense. I just want to increment the pipeline. Sorry. Does this make any sense? No. Dirty. So. Yeah, better change this then. Keep the same order. So I'm incrementing dirty by 1. That means that sys is incremented by 1 until it becomes a number of pipelines. So it automatically becomes 0 again, and pipelines incremented. This continue is complete bullshit. I mean skip-ish. So yeah, skip means skip this. And we just do that. Rather, I don't want to do another run, I just want to go back. I want to do plus dirty and then go do it again, right? As in, I still need a for loop. Now my continue works, except that I still have to upgrade here, increment the dirty. Let's do not 2G. And then here we did not continue, so I just have to break out of it. And we did that 6 times. I think this works. 6 times, 4 times. I don't know. I'm just doing something. Nope. Nah. No, what am I doing wrong? This is the first time we get here. Pipeline is 0, sys is 0, and I don't see a reason why this would give a validation error, really. Considering that it did work without this dirty trick. Don't. H. Before I had a for loop for pipeline over wait. No. Well, yes, no, yes, no. Number of combined image samples. That's better. But still, 0, 0, I mean, pipeline started at 0 and sys started at 0. Yes? And now we do if sys is larger than 0. But it isn't, so we just continue. Sorry, we just skip over this if here. Then we do ti is sys plus 1. And then we call this. It's exactly the same as we did before. This so makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense. And I have to go to bed in minus 6 minutes. Minus 7. It's an awfully small number, considering there are an infinite amount of numbers. Okay, I don't know anything better to do than to comment this out. and then write the previous code, which was for int pipeline. Pipeline is less than the number of pipelines, which is gone. Number of pipelines. That was the code that we had. It's all in your head. In reality, you are in a straitjacket, in a cubicle room, padded walls, mumbling 7777. And then nothing worked anymore. I think I have to go to bed because it's just time, you know. I said I would go. This is not working. I'll click on stop screaming and then you'll see me back tomorrow.